Welcome back to R.A.I.N. This is part 3 of treaty series covering the Treaty of Peace and Friendship between the United States of America and the Empire of Morocco. I want to start off with talking about Article 14 of the treaty. The commerce with the United States shall be on the same footing as is the commerce with Spain, or as that with the most favored nation for the time being, and their citizens shall be respected and esteemed, and have full liberty to pass and repass our country in seaports whenever they please, without interruption. All right? Now, there's a reciprocity issue with treaties when citizens of another country are allowed to enter their seaports without interruption. That goes the same way for the other citizens of the other nation as well. Keep that in mind. But the main reason why I wanted to talk about this one is because of the Treaty of the Kingdom of Granada, 1491. And that covers a lot that my people should be researching on their own. But I will tell you that within that treaty, let me read it. Let me tell you what it is again. The Treaty of the Kingdom of Granada, 1491. Within that treaty, it states that Moors shall stay within their homes until forever, basically. And they shouldn't be forced to leave until they want to leave. And this is Moroccan Empire. And if the Treaty of Peace and Friendship says that the United commerce with the United States shall be on the same footing as commerce with Spain, then that means that the treaties between the Empire and Spain also count against the United States. I mean, United States signed on to this. And commerce, the word commerce, very important. I'm going to read from Black's Law Dictionary, the definition of commerce. The words commerce, well, it's page 336, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. The words commerce and trade are often used interchangeably, but strictly speaking, commerce relates to intercourse or dealings with foreign nations, states, or political communities, while trade denotes business intercourse or mutual traffic within the limits of a state or nation, or the buying, selling, and exchanging of articles between members of the same community. All right? So we're talking intercourse between nations when we talk about commerce between nations, not just buying and selling of goods and services, but we're talking about actual intercourse. And the intercourse, that includes treaties. All right? So definitely, for my people, you should look up the Treaty of the Kingdom of Granada, 1491. Read it for yourself, because a lot of that stuff is carried over into the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. I mean, hey, United States signed on to it. And then they wanted the same treaty 50 years later with the extra stipulation. I mean, I read it to you myself from my book. Okay, next article, Article 15. Merchants of both countries shall employ only such interpreters and such other persons to assist them in their business as they shall think proper. No commander of a vessel shall transport his cargo on board another vessel. He shall not be detained in port longer than he may think proper. And all persons employed in loading or unloading or in any other labor whatever shall be paid at the customary rates, not more and not less. It's very important right here. I think it is. Because Moors, by this treaty right here, Moors should be able to work for any merchant that's registered with the United States of America. And we should be able to work without the use of any kind of state ID or government ID. No. Our own government maybe, but not the United States of America government, because it's up to the merchant to hire the person. If that person is able to do the job, then the merchant will say, yes, I will hire that guy. I will hire that woman to perform the job. It shouldn't be left up to anybody like Homeland Security turning down IDs of Moors who just looking for a job. Yeah, that's treaty violation. But any of us that's been there, you know that they hide behind phones. They don't give their names. The agents don't actually give their names. You have to deal with the employer, and then it's just a bunch of BS. But it's okay. It's okay. Their time is coming to an end. You best believe that. But that was Article 15. Next article, Article 20. If any of the citizens of the United States or any persons under their protection shall have any disputes with each other, the consul shall decide between the parties, and whenever the consul shall require any aid or assistance from our government to enforce his decisions, it shall be immediately granted to him. So, if any of the citizens of the United States has a dispute with one another, with each other or whatever, the consul is supposed to decide. The consul is supposed to make a decision on who's right and who's wrong or whatever. The consul. I mean, I bet a lot of people didn't know that, but yes, the consul is supposed to decide between the citizens of the United States. I mean, they're inhabiting our land, so it should be the consul that should settle disputes as per the treaty. Because the soil that we're standing on is not United States of America soil. This is Moroccan Empire. The heartland of the Moroccan Empire. But that concludes this treaty. I mean, that concludes this video. Excuse me. I'll be back with part 4. Let you marinate on what I told you. But for now, peace.